Hello mate, how you doing? Glad you could join me. We're back for some more DCS in the JF17 and we're continuing the Levant campaign, and this is turn 4.
Enfield 1-1, unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1-1, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.81.
Altitude.
So turn 4, and as you can see the front line has moved considerably closer to Damascus airport. Hopefully we're maybe 1 or 2 turns away from being able to capture it. So for this mission I set myself up as a strike. It won't really let me do a CAS mission with the JF17 for whatever reason. I'm not sure whether it just doesn't recognize it as doing that role. So we're going to be heading over here. This is our what I've put down as the strike, but I think what I'll do is just be guided by the JTAC drone on the station, and we will use their laser targeting and drop our GBUs on whatever it lights up for us. So this is our route, as you can see, and how we're getting back out, and yeah, let's jump in. So we are just leaving our ingress waypoint and we're heading on towards waypoint 4, our target area. I've got the WMD pod slaved to waypoint 4, that's our SPI, so that should pick up the general area that we're headed. Now when we do get a bit closer, I'm going to use the HUD as a sensor of interest, and I'm going to set a marker over some red smoke that I know is over the battle area, and be guided by the JTAC on scene, because I believe he's lighting up targets in and around that red smoke. So we're just coming up close enough to be able to see the red smoke. I don't know if you can just see it there on the HUD. So we're going to make that soy. You see the little asterisk pop up above the GM 2.0 there. And I've moved our little cursor around on the screen there. We'll get that red smoke in that little diamond and set it on lock. And then that will lock our WMD to that sensor point of interest, or SPI. I'm not entirely sure why, but for whatever reason we couldn't get it to work off of the HUD there, so I've come down to the camera and we're going to try and pick out the red smoke. It's not ideal with a chromatic TV camera that we're looking through. And we'll fail that, we will just go to detect the laser, and it's picked it up there. Now what I did there was I hit the laser track, so that has automatically picked up what the MQ-9 Reaper drone overhead is laser designating, so it's picked that up, and so we're tracking that now. We're all set up for an auto drop of the GBU 12. We've got it set in auto mode. The fuse is on nose. We're dropping 1. So we don't have to worry about the interval, and the breakaway altitude 500 feet. We're not really going to come below 10,000, so we should be good. So our timer has just started ticking down there. 7, 6, 5. We wait for the beep. And weapon away. We're going to pull off. We don't have to worry about maintaining a laser lock because it's being lasered by the drone overhead. So we can get ourselves clear and away from any danger. So a successful hit on the M60. Let's find what they've got lined up for us next. Okay, so it's got a Shilka lined up for us next. So we will come around and work out the best way to attack this next target. Right, something has locked us up, so I'm going to head down to the deck and get some landscape between me and whatever is tracking me, and hopefully we can lose this lock. Right, while we're down here, I've come up with our next run into the target area. So I'm thinking as we're down this low, we can stay below any radar detection. And we already know where we're headed because we've got our target locked up. So I'm going to run along the deck, pop up just beforehand, and hopefully release our weapons, and happy days. Right, we are just coming up on about 10 miles out from the target, so I'm going to pop up and just gain some altitude, because the higher we are, the further we can release our GBU from. Oof, where did that even come from? Wow. Oh wow. So as you can see, things haven't gone quite as we expected. Oh dear. You can have a quick look at the results while I'm going down in flames, and yeah. Well, let's hope Turn 5 comes out better. I've been Marcus Caballero. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye for now.